All right, we got how to fit yourself for a track bike today. Now, I know a lot of people probably maybe have gotten fits done, maybe not. For me, I'm not into the whole bike fitting in the sense of actually going somewhere and paying somebody, because nobody knows my body like me, and I'm not gonna go somewhere and pay all that money, hundreds of dollars, for someone to tell you stuff that you can pretty much find anywhere, especially on the internet, in terms of how to fit your bike. And I'm not talking about bike fitting videos that people post. I'm talking about just understanding physiology and what the motion of your legs are supposed to do when you pedal. If you understand that, you can fit a bike. So a lot of body awareness comes into it. So that's just kind of, I guess, a random spiel and rant before we get into it. But yeah, that's my opinion on that. But anyway, so how to set up a track bike. Now, I learned this from riding at Prospect Park. There's a lot of older guys there, a lot of older Jamaican dudes who are real deal track bike guys, roadies too, but a lot of them, train on track bikes. So a couple of dudes I've ridden with a decent amount, and, just pick their brains on how to go about things, how to set it up. So especially with the track frame, I do this with road too, but especially for track, it's imperative. You need a smaller frame. And the reason I say you need a smaller frame, because it improves the handling and it improves your ability to stop. Now, if the bike's smaller, there's less weight. So a 53 centimeter frame weighs less than a 55 centimeter frame, simply because there's less material on it. So ideally, I should probably be riding, I'm around like a little over 5'10", not quite 5'11", like around that area. So I ride a 53 centimeter frame with a 150 stem. Now, I should probably ride a 55, but because I have this setup brakeless, like a real track bike, I don't want any extra bike that I need. Meaning, I want a smaller frame so I can stop. I want that smaller frame so I can turn quickly, when I'm pedaling into the corners. I have less bike that I have to maneuver. Now, because of that, you're going to have to put on a longer stem. You may even have to, I've used to have it, so if anyone's probably seen other videos, I used to have a setback seat post. So just by putting, a setback seat post and a longer stem, you gain a lot for, what you're giving up here. So I know people see the videos like, oh, 150 stem, the handling must suck. No, actually the handling's better with the longer stem and a smaller frame. People don't seem to understand that. These bikes, as I always say, especially a track frame, like this is meant to have no spacers, very aggressive headset. So you need a longer stem. Now, I've had a 140 stem on here and have done, really far pushback. So this Thompson's 0 degree, so no setback. But I have a Dita seat post with a lot of setback, I think like 20 degrees. So I've even pushed this all the way back. I mean, this is pushed pretty far back here. So that just gives me, centimeter or two, and then same up front with that long stem, so I can get into a really nice position. So biggest thing I would say, whatever you think is your frame size, I would go down one. And, get a longer stem, maybe get the setback on the seat post. As I said to my other videos, definitely tilt your saddle down when you push it all the way back, so it's more comfortable. Not a lot, but just a little bit. So that's really it, honestly. That's why, fitting a track bike's pretty easy. I mean, I think fitting any bike is kind of easy. You just got to understand, what its purpose is, what it's made for. And I don't ride on a velodrome. I ride on a street with this, and, paths. So, this is not a bike you're going to ride 3-4 hours. It's a bike you're going to ride really fast for an hour. So, that aggressive geometry is fine for that. But, yeah, if you're getting a track frame, definitely go smaller, for handling. sprinting purposes, turning, whatever. Get your longer stem, play around with your seat post, all that. But biggest thing I liked with really, learning how to get the track bike fitted right is that I brought it over my road bike, and that fits me really well now because I use the same principles: smaller frame, longer stem, push the seat back, and just rip it, man. Like I said, these aggressive racing frames are meant to be used in a size smaller than what you normally are. It makes it more enjoyable, more fun, fits better, and yeah, that's what we got for our tips today. All right, peace.